Here's some things you don't do when you're not guilty. You don't delete anything. You save everything. You, like, I wouldn't take my own phone from myself. Oh my God, I don't understand how I can just, like, if I was able to just say all the things. It's like, if no one's protecting you, then why can't you just say the things that are happening so that if something happens to you, you can be protected? Like, I'm not deleting anything. I'm not removing anything. I'm not doing any of those things. But I'll tell you what. I cannot believe my cat, of all things, my cat led us to the answer. Isn't that crazy? Oh God, I sound like a crazy person, but listen, I just went 2 different places and they were like, you're not crazy. Also, to be very clear, so this doesn't get misconstrued, I had to re-record this because I give up too much information because I'm not even pissed off. I'm like, you are lucky that I am so tough, because otherwise anybody else would have, like the guy just said, anybody else, this would have made him crazy. But like you said, it's right there. So just to be clear, I'm talking about Ben Clark, and there's no reason Ben Clark would need anything I have or have access to anything I have, because we're already divorced. So he should be off living his best life with all my money instead of trying to do anything nefarious. And also, if I'm wrong, you should probably take me to court. I'll wait. But since there are other people in the world that like to say that the things that I say are regarding them, and they're absolutely not, because I'm obviously smart enough to know that some people don't have access to those things, but also, like, not everything is about other people. Like, I'm talking specifically about Ben Clark, my ex-husband, who has no business accessing anything of mine or doing anything with mine or being anywhere near me or my neighborhood or anything like that. So, just FYI, Ben Clark, I'm talking about you. And it would make, I understand this makes me look crazy. I get it. Trust me. Do you think I want to figure out how these things get done so that I can protect myself against them? No. I want to be like enjoying my weekend. I don't even know what day today is. Probably Friday. But I just want to be enjoying my weekend. And instead, I'm like not doing that. Well, I'm about to go back to enjoying my weekend, but also, like, what does his girlfriend think when he's like constantly on his computer? When you see that black screen with like no words, just white letters all over it, he's not making a Sudoku app. He's not like making a new app for work. He's not doing any of those things. I promise you. Also, and the reason I say it here is because, number one, I don't have a mom and dad to tell, and you can tell the police 1,000 times, and I think it's just like too big for people to understand sometimes. But also, like, hello, do something about it. But at the end of the day, I really just say it here because I do fear that something's going to happen. Like, if it's gone this far, there is no limit. Like, for what at this point? We have no dealings together. There should be nothing that would even interest you. But I say it here because if something happens, at least somebody's going to see it and can say, hey, I remember her saying that day that her devices were still being accessed and blah, blah, blah. And to be clear, I'm not talking about anybody else accessing my devices except for Ben Clark. Okay? So we're clear about that. Unless he would need something that's in that device for some other reason that's not a direct dealing with him. That's the only reason I could think of, but I don't really know, so I can't speculate and say. I mean, I can speculate. To me, there's just no reason, if we have no further dealings with each other, besides what information could be on my device, that you would need any access to that device. So, yeah. Like I said, we can always go back to court, and then I get to talk to the judge.